Jay here for Stretford Paddock. As you can see, I'm outside Old Trafford, where Manchester United have just had another behind closed doors game, this time against Stoke City. It was similar to the game they had a few weeks ago, where I was fortunate enough to be on the tour and get to see them play against Burnley. I got to see the first half of Manchester United taking it on Burnley. This time it was against Stoke City. It was a bit of a mix, so you got some of the experienced players and some of the younger players, so players like Teden and Mengi, and some of the more experienced players like Edinson Cavani, who many people thought was going to be going to Uruguay for the internationals at one point. It even looked like he was going to be going to Barcelona, but he didn't go to either of those places. Stayed at Manchester United and he took part in the game today. Wasn't the result we wanted in Manchester United, losing against Stoke City, but there are some positives. The fact that people are getting game time, the fact that people who need game time are getting it as well. A couple of first teamers in the team as well. Mason Greenwood, who many people thought was going to be part of the England squad, and Gareth Southgate actually said he deserved to be part of the England squad, but he'd sort of chosen not to pick him just so he can focus on his career or his time now at Manchester United and be focused on that before he starts joining up with England probably further down the season. You'd expect him to play some sort of part for England later on. So for once, I actually agree with that decision by Gareth Southgate. I think it is important that Mason sort of gets into the routine of focusing on Manchester United, and then he can worry about England a little bit later on. But he was on the score sheet today, as was Teden Mengi. Edinson Cavani played well as well. We've been lucky enough to speak to a family who, similar to myself last week or the week before, when I was on the museum tour, and we just got told there's actually a game coming on, starting, so you can watch it. We spoke to Manny and Maya and their family who were here today. They were on the tour, got told the same thing. There's a game going on. United are taking on Stoke City, so you can actually watch this game or watch the first half and a bit more. We spoke to them, and here's what they had to say about Manchester United's performance against Stoke. Jay of Stretford Paddock, we're outside Old Trafford, where Manchester United have just played a behind closed doors game against Stoke City, and we're fortunate enough to chat to two people who were quite lucky in getting to see the game. We've got Manny and Maya, and it's Maya's birthday today as well, so happy birthday.
Thank you.
Manny, I'll start with you. Just tell us a little bit about it today, because I imagine you weren't expecting to be watching Manchester United when you came on the tour.
No, we were told, we were doing the museum tour, and then we were told that we couldn't do the changing rooms and the dugout because there was a game going on, and it was kind of a bit of a bonus. It was good.
What did you think of it on your birthday as well, when you got here and was told you're going to get to see United play?
It was good. Yeah.
I mean, Cavani was playing Mason, so it was the first teamers. So it wasn't like the reserve. So we got to see most of them. Obviously, the ones that are not on international duty, they're all playing. And Carrick was leading the team today.
What did you make of the performance? A lot of people were asking about Donny van der Beek. I was here earlier before the game doing something else. I saw him arrive. Did he play? Did he make much of an impact today?
I think he was huffing and puffing. I don't think he was great. I thought Dalot was quite good. He was playing quite well and he had a lot of the ball. And Mason was just, he was getting the shots in, and he was playing brilliant. I think he's all led by Cavani. Matic was captain, but Cavani was kind of orchestrating how the game went. We had all the possession, but they got their goals on the break. So it was quite good.
You say that Donny was huffing and puffing. He looked a little bit off the pace, or do you think he's just getting into it? 'Cause he's not played a lot of football, has he, Donny? Especially since his injury.
No, I think he looked a little bit lost today. Yeah, I did think, even in a closed door friendly like that, I think he looked a bit lost. Just hasn't got the confidence, I think, at the moment. So.
You say Cavani looking sharp?
Cavani looked very sharp, he looked brilliant. Yeah, definitely.
Do you think he's still got a part to play this season? Because Ronaldo's coming in. Mason, you said Mason's playing well. Do you think Cavani might still have a part to play, or do you think he might have to play a bit of a sort of substitute role?
I think him and Ronaldo will be Ronaldo 75 minutes and maybe Cavani 25 or something like that. It'll be good to see some play both together, but we all know Cavani's going to go at the end of the season anyway. So whatever he gives us, it'll be a bonus this year, wouldn't he?
Who do you think did well today, Maya? Any players stand out for you that you thought played well for United?
Well, I thought Donny. He had a few good long balls and. Yeah.
It's a bit of disagreement here, because Dad's saying huffing and puffing, and Birthday Girl says Donny played okay, so we'll have to have a little chat about that.
To me, Diego Dalot was. I think he saw more of the ball, I think, than any other player. What we saw. I think that he was, quite attacking and all that. And definitely should keep him.
What was the intensity like? Was it, because I've been here myself behind closed doors game, and it was, when I saw it, it was quite a sort of people going for it. It wasn't like a friendly where it was relaxed. Was it like that today? Did you see a lot of sort of challenges going in and people giving their all? Yeah,
it was definitely full on. So it wasn't any half-hearted. It was definitely kind of full on. I think it was. I think otherwise, what's the use having these games? So it was definitely full on.
See, Teden Mengi, I think, got a goal as well. You said I spoke to you earlier.
Missed his goal actually. So when we got there, it was 1-1. So it was 4-2 when we left, and about 10 minutes to go.
And just quickly, how many people were there? Was there many people in there watching this game? Was it just like sort of, yeah, just a few of you?
No, there was about maybe 50 or 60
people. Yeah.
A few groups.
So you got 50 people here. Got the Newcastle game coming up where certain Ronaldo's going to be coming back. How much are you looking forward to that?
Oh, immensely. So all 4 of us are coming. These 2 don't have season tickets, but they are coming. So the 4 of us are coming. It's my birthday on that day. So yeah, we're all coming to watch it. Yeah, brilliant.
Like a regular thing, you have a birthday here, don't you? And have a celebration and get to see the football.
We live 3 hours away.
You live 3 hours away.
Yeah, we live 150 miles from here, so yeah.
It's worth making a trip then today.
Oh, definitely. It's Maya's birthday, and yeah, it's something she wanted. Yeah, she's massive on Man United.
Big Man United fan. Who's your favourite player?
Bruno.
Can't argue with that, can you really? He's been fantastic, hasn't he? Listen, Manny, Maya, it's great chatting to you. Thanks for chatting to us as well. It wasn't the result, obviously. Hopefully, against Newcastle, it'll be a little bit different. So they've been at the game today where we saw Mason Greenwood, Edinson Cavani and Donny van der Beek. We'll have to see if any of those are featuring when United take on Newcastle for what should be Cristiano Ronaldo's debut. So big thanks to Manny and Maya for talking to us. Bit of an update. Seems the game finished 4-3. We know that Cavani hit the woodwork, Mason Greenwood and Teden Mengi are on the score sheet as well. I'm just going to go through the lineup because we've had some details come out about who exactly started for Manchester United. It seems it was Tom Heaton in goal, Diogo Dalot, Phil Jones, Teden Mengi, Alvaro Fernandes was playing, I think, at left back. A few people have seen Fernandes and thought it was Bruno. He's away with Portugal, I believe. Matic, Van der Beek, Hannibal Mejbri, Mata, Greenwood and Cavani. So a pretty strong team then, a little bit of a mixture of youth and experience. A strong team. A lot of the attention will be on the fact that Cavani's playing, and I think he's wearing the number 7 shirt as well. I don't expect that to change, if it is going to change anytime soon, certainly not today. Also, Donny van der Beek. Mixed reports there, weren't there? Mixed reviews, shall we say, from even from one family. Maya thinking that Donny van der Beek did well, did some good passes, and Manny's saying that he was huffing and puffing quite a lot and he looks a little bit off the pace. It is going to take him a little while, I think, Van der Beek, to get fully match fit for the Premier League, because he did have an injury. He hasn't played a lot of football. He didn't play a lot of football back end of last season. He's had this injury, missed the entire summer, didn't go to the Euros with Holland, of course, and now hasn't played any games in the Premier League, so he's going to be sort of brought back in slowly. A lot of people out there are crying out for Van der Beek to come in and take Fred's place in the team, to play in that 6 alongside Bruno and Pogba. I'm not sure that's going to happen. We'll have to wait and see. You can't tell too much, obviously, from a game like today. I think a game like today is just about getting him some match sharpness, because he's not had any. And obviously there's tougher tests than a friendly against Stoke to come in the future, so we'll have to wait and see just how much Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is going to use him over the next few weeks and even the season as well. Some people saying that he needs to come in straight away, others that maybe he was brought in as a replacement for Paul Pogba, because Pogba stayed, that's why he's not getting many matches. Louis van Gaal was talking about Bruno Fernandes, about Donny van der Beek needing more games for the Dutch team. Obviously he's going to want to play for Manchester United, he's going to want to play for Holland, he's going to want to play in the World Cup for them, so he's going to want to see some game time, and he hasn't really seen much, has he, so far? And it seems like I'm repeating myself a little bit from the Burnley game where we talk about Donny van der Beek a lot, because he's one of those players who's almost like the jury's out with him. You know, you look at the likes of Greenwood and Cavani and even the likes of Tom Heaton and Phil Jones, you know where they stand in this team, in this squad, and whether they're going to play or not when everyone's fit. With Donny van der Beek, you just don't seem to know what's going to happen with him. Is he going to get any games? Does Ole see him as part of his plans? Has he been brought in because he was basically gettable? He was a player that we could get from Ajax, that Real Madrid were interested in, that Edwin van der Sar recommended, and we just got him because of that? Or did Ole have a long-term plan for him? So that's why we always seem to be talking about Donny van der Beek. After the Wolves game, everyone was mentioning him, saying they wanted to see him come in. Even after the Southampton game, when the likes of Jesse Lingard got on off the bench and Donny van der Beek didn't, people were sort of unhappy with that. So he has become a major talking point for Manchester United, and you just have to wait and see what happens with him and whether today has any say in whether he plays in the future. I think today it's just about that sharpness, that match fitness, and he's got some minutes under his belt, but let's face facts, he hasn't left Ajax to come to play for Manchester United in behind closed doors friendlies. He's come to play here in the Premier League, in the Champions League, and become a regular, and at the minute he seems pretty far from that. So in terms of the score, not the score that you'd want from Manchester United. It's never nice to lose a game, obviously, but you don't look too much into it. It's obviously just a behind closed doors friendly. It is a game just to get people used to playing for Manchester United again to get that match sharpness, to get the fitness that they need. And the big game will be on the 11th of September against Newcastle. Manchester United should see the return of a certain Cristiano Ronaldo. And contrary to what Adam McCullough has put on Twitter, I don't have any tickets for that before anyone else tweets me or messages me. But I will be here and I'll be looking forward to that, as will everyone at Old Trafford. It's going to be a fantastic reception for Cristiano Ronaldo. But today, not the result, but some game time for players that probably need it. So this has been Stretford Paddock at another behind closed doors games at Old Trafford. Make sure you are hitting like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.